Resources, utilization and development, long questions and answers in 60 to 80 words. What do you mean by resources? Explain with examples. Resources are anything that can be used to satisfy human needs. They include natural, human, and man made resources. For example, water is a natural resource used for drinking and irrigation, while roads and machines are man made resources. Human beings are also considered resources because they use their skills and knowledge to develop and utilize other resources effectively. Differentiate between renewable and non renewable resources with examples. Renewable resources are those that can be renewed or regenerated naturally, such as sunlight, air, and water. They are generally available in abundance and do not get exhausted easily. Non renewable resources like coal, petroleum, minerals take millions of years to form and can't be replaced once used. Overuse of non renewable resources can lead to their permanent depletion, so they must be used carefully. What is sustainable development? Why is it important? Sustainable development means using resources in a way that meets current needs without harming the environment or affecting the needs of future generations. It is important because many natural resources are limited. If overused, they may get exhausted, leading to environmental degradation, climate change, and scarcity for future generations. Sustainable development ensures a balance between economic growth and environmental protection. Write a short note on the value addition in resources. Value addition refers to increasing the value of a resource by processing it into more useful forms. For example, cotton is first converted into yarn, then fabric, and finally into clothes. At each stage, the resource becomes more valuable and useful. This process involves the use of human skills, tools, machines, and technology, and it helps in economic development and employment generation. Why is conservation of resources necessary? Explain. Conservation of resources is essential because natural resources are limited and unevenly distributed. Overuse leads to depletion, pollution, and environmental damage. Conservation ensures that resources are used wisely and are available for future generations. It also helps in maintaining ecological balance and promotes sustainable living. We must reduce waste, reuse items, and recycle materials as part of conservation efforts. Describe the classification of resources based on origin with examples. Based on origin, resources are classified as biotic and abiotic. Biotic resources are obtained from living things and have life, such as forest, animals, and humans. These resources can reproduce and regenerate. Abiotic resources are non-living, such as land, water, air, and minerals. They are essential for human survival and development, but are not renewable except for water. What are potential and actual resources? Give examples. Potential resources are those that exist in a region but are not yet used, such as oil reserves in the Arctic. Those need further exploration and development. Actual resources have been surveyed, their quantity and quality determined, and are currently being used, like coal in Jharkhand or petroleum in Saudi Arabia. Development of actual resources depends on technology and human skill. Why are human beings considered the most important resource? Human beings are the most important resource because they have intelligence, knowledge, and skill to develop and utilize all other resources. They create tools, machines, and technology to convert natural materials into useful products. Without human effort, other resources would remain unused. Countries like Japan are developed mainly due to their skilled and educated human population. What are man-made resources? How are they different from natural resources? Man-made resources are created by humans using natural resources. Examples include roads, buildings, and machines. These do not occur naturally but are developed to make human life easier. In contrast, natural resources like water, minerals, and forest are provided by nature. Man-made resources depend on the availability and use of natural resources along with human skill and technology. Explain any three ways in which we can conserve natural resources. Natural resources can be conserved by reduce, recycle, and reuse, educate, and spread awareness. Reduce. Use resources only when necessary and avoid wastage. Recycle and reuse. Reuse paper, plastic, and metals. Recycle used materials. Educate and spread awareness. Inform people about conservation methods and sustainable practices. These steps ensure that resources are available for future generations and helps in maintaining ecological balance.